Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Why is my voice so low? Okay, that should be better. That's good. Gotta give me some more batteries. Well, that's much better. Let me turn this remix off. What's going on, everybody? We are just waiting. We're just making sure we're on time. We're waiting. We're going to go over a little bit of 007 in a little bit, and might play a little bit of Cyberpunk before the stream starts. I do know one thing. I want to try my best to... Okay, it's 1:11 now. Feels as though... Can I make it across? I get to make it across there. Okay, cool. Where are we located at? Here we go. I'm gonna get rid of all of this stuff. This stuff I'm gonna have to figure out. That sucks. Thought that was on. Well, now I can't turn it on because I started the stream before that. I need to get to the save point. And I also need to kill those guys because they're gonna attack me anyway. Sucks, you can't fish on this one.
Well fought, my friend.
Oh shit, I made it across. Cool. Yep. I can make it to level 24 before I go to this next chapter. It took me too long, but I'm not gonna do that type of grind. I'm gonna make sure I level up that pot so I can get some boost. Actually, I'm gonna delete this one. See if this game still... Let me see if this works. Now it works. Cool. Yeah, it was corrupted. Fuck. It was corrupted. They don't fucking know the greatness. Just give me a second. I'm interested to see how good it looks. It looks as good as I thought it did. God damn, this shit's fucking fire. Damn, this shit still look good. Oh my goodness. And it crashed. The fuck? It is a PS4 game running on a PS5, but damn, I've never had a fucking crash like that quick. This shit crash again, I just won't be playing it. Beautiful. Water looks amazing. Lighting looks great. Oh, it crashed again. I guess I can't play that. Fuck it. I won't be able to play it. Fuck. What the fuck is wrong with this game? Damn, I wanted to play that shit. Well, fuck it. I don't think they're gonna have another. Yeah, I deleted that. Okay. I was saying, I don't think they're gonna have another beta before the game starts. So, in case you guys needed the accurate link to PlayStation stream, because I might mute the audio for mine. I don't know if the the song for 007 is copyrighted, but I do know I got copyrighted 2 times yesterday for the Batman music that's in the Batman Lego game. They wasted absolutely no fucking time to copyright that, which sucks, but yeah. It's like I'm gonna have to, like, I won't be able to play that game with the music on at all, even during the game, because it has the iconic Batman music, and they copyrighted that as well as the intro music. Yep, sucks. And that was on the JTech plays yesterday. Uncharted needs to be brought back, yes. How will it be brought back? Why? Those are the questions. Is it going to star Nathan Drake? Is it going to star or talk about hidden adventures that we've never experienced with Nathan Drake? Is it going to be only about his daughter? How far in the future it's going to be set? Those things are key to the success of this game. If we do get another Uncharted game, it's going to be pretty tricky, especially with Neil Druckmann there. We don't want him to have too much input and then turn people off. We as fans can always get what we want, but we also have to understand it may not be the way we want it. So we have to be very, very smart about asking for this and asking for that. It may not always come back the way that we want it. I know a lot of people. This will just be me talking to the chat on the timestamp. Let's see. new Power Rangers show. Okay, so I know that people wanted a new Power Rangers show, right? Like they wanted Power Rangers to return. So I like these outfits and everything, and that's cool, and I love it, right? But these are not my Power Rangers. Okay, the Blue Ranger was not black or of almost black descent. The Black Ranger didn't look like he should be the Blue Ranger, which just looks all scrawny and geeky. The White Ranger, that's not ever what Tommy ever looked like. Don't get me started on the Red Ranger. I think that we are all right with the Pink Ranger, but then the Yellow Ranger, again, it's like, I like the suits. I would have rather never to see their face, but then digging deeper, we find out that this is from content creators with huge budgets that are, doing a web show of Power Rangers, and they got, like I said, they got great outfits, but everything else not so much. So it's going to be cool to see them, but that's pretty much the extent of the nostalgia that we love to absorb every day. I think I got enough nostalgia when it came to the Power Rangers that they added in Fortnite, but this again, people will say they want something back, but when we get it, it's like, we didn't want it that way. So you have to be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you wish for. Because you might just get it. It's just not going to be the way that you wanted it. They could bring back Uncharted 4 and treat Drake's daughter similar to Ellie, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't think that you want that, right? You don't want the focus to be on her sexuality or who she loves. You want it to be based on treasure hunting. But, in this modern society, you have to be very careful who puts their hands on the products that you love or the products that you want to return. What's going on, Verge Brizzle? Samurai Beast Warrior, you're saying all the right things, but I don't think it matters. Sony is so out of touch with their fans right now. They would have to actually lose something so they can have some clarity, and they don't have enough clarity to actually think straight. That is one of the major reasons why they're not thinking straight. So again, this is that's not cool. This is that was just an example as to be careful what you wish for. So we could get a new Uncharted, but Neil Druckmann and his political campaigns, we just don't know 100% what he would do to Uncharted story. Now that, like, okay, it's outside of the extended trilogy, or, what is he going to do to it? Who is he going to bring in? Is he going to focus on social politics? Like what, like those, I think those should be the worries. Who is heading up these projects? More or less than who, like, oh, we need to get it back. I think people need to worry about the right things. And I don't think those are the right things. Like, you can keep asking for everything back, but we're not going to get everything back at the same exact time. We have to be focused. We have to stand together as a PlayStation gaming community and be very specific on what we ask Sony to bring back or to make. Other than that, they will just get confused and they will listen to the loudest people. And over the last 10 years, the loudest people have been the PC port begging trolls. So again, be very careful how you play this game. It is changed and it is completely different. Something I've tried my hardest to educate you guys about, but it seems like you just want to ignore it. So that's not going to help. Ignoring veterans in the gaming community or a part of the console war that knows exactly what is going on and what is going to happen is not going to help you navigate through this new environment. Augusta, what's going on? Neil Druckmann got another new IP he is producing after he's done with making Intergalactic, which means no returning games are coming back. Shake my head. There you go. That's the problem. Neil Druckmann is the problem. He has an agenda. He wants to tell political motivated, socially politically motivated stories, and it's turning a lot of people away from PlayStation as well as the genius that is, Sony. Oh, sorry, the genius that is Naughty Dog. Nobody wants to be a part of that shit. Go dive in a little bit of Cyberpunk. We got about 34 minutes. I wanted to start super early so that I could be on time, and that's what I did today. Oh, that's some good stuff right there. Tastes like Game Pass. Oh yeah, Augusta, no doubt, man. He's definitely fucking up Naughty Dog. But to the respect of the people that were calling him out years ago, they were right. They were 100% right. I mean, I got a good whiff of it when I was playing Uncharted 2. I got a good whiff of Neil Druckmann and what he really wanted and what he was really about.
Say, did y'all lose power yesterday too? Yeah, when the lights went out, there I was cooking dinner. Oh well, if we're getting specific, I was nuking a half-eaten burrito I found wedged in my couch cushions. Yeah, I know I shouldn't have. After all, I heard microwaves zap out all the nutrients. But hey, it kills the cockroaches too, so you win some, you lose some. Anyway, what was I? Right. The power outage. Apparently some plant out in Santos short-circuited. Heard the EMPs were knocking...
What the fuck is this? What the fuck happened? Oh, this gotta be a glitch. What the fuck? Look, I know I haven't played this fucking game in a while, but what the fuck? That don't look right. Okay. Go to the Perez's apartment. Let's see what's going on here. Side job, something for major handling down the street. No, I don't want to talk to him yet. That's weird. Why do I have gigs on here? Hey. Yeah, because why would I need that? Okay, the apartment. I'm not doing that shit yet. Gotta talk to him. That's a main mission. That's a side mission. What is? I really want to stay at your place. Oh, okay, yeah, that's where she at. And then what's this? Meet Judy in the early evening. Yeah, there's no relationship I can have with her, so it doesn't even matter. But I'm gonna go over there later. I might as well go to where I can go at. Let's see what we got. Where we at, buddy? Where we at? Which one of these are my fucking cars? Is it this one? It is this one.
What is the meaning of this?
Everything is the meaning of this.
Yeah.
Somebody just running in the back of my fucking car? Yes, the fuck they did. So floaty. So floaty, it's like I'm driving on fucking ice. They could have did much better with the handling of the vehicles. I mean, I don't think it's a handling, it's just it feels like you're not gripping onto the street at all. And I don't feel like a car that weighs as much as it does should feel like that if it's not raining. Or if it's not ice on the ground. But it does feel like it's ice. Fuck.
You stink of junk food.
You just said I stink of you. What kind of insult is that? Called it Japantown.
Hey, you there? Hey, you dig brain dances? Hey, feast your optics right here, yo. Got the meanest, primest shit ever strolled.
What have you got?
For you, bro? Best the Night City has to offer.
And that would be...
The most Nova-spec, geeked out, turned up virtue you ever seen. Man, I'm talking like transcendental.
Where's it from? You got a license for exclusive distribution in Night City?
Come on, man. Ain't nobody bothered with that shit. Know why? Cause the stuff I got's way too legit to be legit. Feel me?
Okay. I might as well. I'm pretty sure I got
All
money.
right, you got my attention.
I got money like that? I do got money like
Knew
that.
you couldn't resist. Virtue's all yours. Couple more eddies, you can use my plate.
No need. I've got my own wreath.
Of course you do. It's probably top shelf, latest firmware too, right? You see, this Virtue's approaching vintage grade. I doubt you'll be able to run it.
Why not? Let's run it on yours.
Can't wait, huh? We
This
just-
don't sound right. This doesn't sound good. This does not sound good at all.
The shit you're about to experience, I'll be bouncing off the motherfucking walls. Come on. I got my setup just round the corner.
Why does this set feel like it's a fucking setup?
Where's my rig? Take all the time you need.
I don't got time for this right now. Yeah, I would. I mean, if I had like an hour or two, I would, but it's gonna take me down a whole rabbit hole of that side quest. I don't know how much time I would have. Fuck. I have no idea how much time I got. Fuck. Let's just go look at the new last this one. We got that. There we go. First light. Okay. So we got that one, that one. Let's take a look at this one right here. Ever since Evan Wells retired. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really bad.
Their own rope to save him.
It's going to be really bad going forward. Like, you know, without Evan Wells to check Neil Druckmann, he's just going to be crazy. Doing crazy shit and incorporating crazy shit into the games to the point that it's going to turn off and make a lot of people uncomfortable, whether you work for Naughty Dog or you're a consumer of Naughty Dog games. You're just not going to feel comfortable buying their games anymore. Just like myself. Yes, Intergalactic is probably going to be one of the best looking games in the industry, but do I really want to play a game by Neil Druckmann in 2026 or 2027 whenever it comes out? Fuck no. Not with the themes that he includes in his games. I am completely against that shit. And I'm tired of pretending that the gameplay and the graphics can outshine the themes that he includes in his games. Yeah, Augusta, I heard about all the rumors and things that he wanted to do with Uncharted. Yeah, telling you, man. We probably never gonna get Uncharted back. Not while Neil Druckmann's still at the company. And I'm gonna be honest, he's gonna be at that company for a very, very long time. I don't know. I gotta go read it on YouTube. I can't see whose name that is. I think it's Briarios. You said Totoki's a sellout, but I don't know what you mean by that. You got any evidence, proof, articles, anything we can read and kind of verify that? Yeah. He's a businessman. He's a corporate businessman, but I don't think he's a sellout. And I don't think I'm pointing a finger at him for PlayStation's recent downfall. That downfall started way before he had anything to do or take over from Jim Ryan. Nah. Jim Ryan and Herman started this in 2020 at the beginning of the generation for the PS5. It was all downhill for that. It could have built on the momentum and success of the PS4. But no, they wanted to do bullshit. Put games on other platforms. Go down the rabbit hole of third party. Listening to people that are not even their real fans, like the PC trolling community. Like, I'm telling you, man, it's not worth it.
He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
I'm just gonna mute that. But yeah, we're going to be taking a look at the state of play. I'm very disappointed. I'm going into this state of play very disappointed, and I feel like it's going to be very cringy to watch 20 minutes or 30 minutes of 007, which is a game that is already on an outdated engine, and I'm supposed to sit up here and be astonished by James Bond shooting a fucking gun when I can name at least 10 games off the top of my head where you have a character shooting a gun. So I'm perfectly cool, man. If I want to see James Bond, I'll watch a fucking James Bond movie. They're not gonna be making good James Bond games like they did back in the day. I think one of my last favorite James Bond game, I think it released on the GameCube. I don't know what the name of it was, but I think it was on the GameCube. But they don't have a lot, and, you know. And then you had 007 GoldenEye, which was iconic for the N64. But yeah, man, I'm good. To see them make an entire video game about James Bond, do they have the source material? Definitely, they have a lot, you know. But at the end of the day, it's James Bond sprinkled with a little bit of Uncharted and a lot of Hitman. I'm interested in what they're going to show us that will convince somebody like myself that thinks outside the box to buy this game, regardless of how generic and casual it is. I think the name is generic too. 007 First Light. Like, I mean, if you're smart enough, you know what type of people made this game. You know what type of people wrote this game. So, if you know, then you know. Mr. Heisenberg, what's going on, man? You said, I watched your stream yesterday, and I see why Naughty Dog takes a while to make new games. Uncharted 4 is still one of the best looking games 9 years later. Exactly. Next year it'll be 10 years old and it still looks better than most of the shit that we're seeing right now, which is fucking impressive. And the storytelling and the acting was really, really good. Everybody just delivered their lines perfectly. You know, like they just, oh my goodness, such a great game. Don't expect this stream to be like 4 hours long. We're gonna get into this. We're gonna watch it. We're going to review it afterwards, and there might be one game that I play afterwards. Other than that, after that, we'll be up out of here. I don't want to hold you guys long, because I do not expect to enjoy this. I can't speak for everybody, but I do not expect to enjoy this, and this is a day one skip. I will be skipping this day one. Have no interest in picking this up. I'm feeling somewhat the same way I felt about Lost Soul Aside, Forspoken, and Suicide Squad. I'm having the same feelings. Like, this is just not going to end well. But don't take it from me. I was right 3 times, but don't take it from me. You don't want to listen to me? That's cool. You can go pick up the game, but don't expect me to follow you. I don't do that. But I'm getting Suicide Squad, Forspoken, and Lost Soul Aside feelings. And that is, I'm not going to miss shit. That's how I feel about this 007 game. I feel like skipping it, I'm not going to miss out on anything. It says, it's a generic ass game, bro. It was like, hey, well, as a pre-order sign up, we're going to give you a gun. If you sign up now with an IOI account, we'll give you a golden gun. Like, man, it is generic. It's so fucking generic. There's nothing about this shit that screams at me like, I need this shit. Nope. I need a good James Bond movie or TV series to watch. But I did not order a game, and I don't know many gamers that did order a James Bond game before a new movie. Shit, we don't even know who's going to be the next James Bond when it comes to the movies. But we have a fucking game already? The fuck? So fucking, this is fucking horrible. Got 15 minutes. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Vegan VR King. I wanted a good James Bond game, not just a fucking another game, video game. Like, this is just another fucking game. Like, they're hyping it up because of the legacy and name of James Bond. But I don't believe for 1 second that it's going to be a good game. 14 minutes and 50 something seconds. We're getting there. I need to go stretch, and I'm going to slice a little bit of this pound cake. Call me the pound cake slicer. Also, I need to get Truity on the phone. Some fucking reason, I don't know where the hell yet. Yeah, let me mute my mic real quick. I'll be right back with you guys. I wonder how much IO Interactive paid Sony to do this dedicated state of play, because
a lot.
I know. I don't think Sony felt that they needed this. I do feel like IO Interactive.
Sorry, my headset, I can't hear you.
Oh, boy. My goodness. The gameplay they showed today better be better than this clip. And this clip was supposed to get people hyped. Didn't get me hyped. Shit looked like a PS3 game at the end of the day. I've seen better. Let's see if I'm right about this again.
I know everyone has been waiting patiently to finally see our game, and that's exactly why we're here today. So without further ado, and on behalf of our talented team,
That's bullshit. We've already seen your game.
He's very cocky. He's a cocky prick. See it with
Nigga
eyebrows.
not straight to his feet. We've already seen his game.
Take a left up ahead, James. What's that, darling?
just a frog in my throat.
Good old Game Pass water. Nothing like it. Oh, that's some good stuff. I see some frames that look like 30 frames per second. Shadows are very blurry. We're going to look at this again with a direct feed visuals, but they are streaming this at 4K 60, so I want to say that this is how good as good as it can look, but we'll watch it again and see if there's some things that look better with a direct feed.
He was the best in his day. That was a long time ago. My guess is he's tired of running.
Cause see, this is a premiere, not a live stream. So, you know, it was already pre-recorded. So this is probably the best they can give us.
Well, we're about to find out.
I understand that's the best.
That's what I'm saying. Seeing some flickering of the shadows and a bit of popping. I'm also, even though it's in 60 frames per second, it's giving me a lot of 30 frames right now. I'm not really seeing the smoothness of 60. The engine is old as my ass, so I'm not surprised. Hair particles in the Butler are really, really bad. There's reflections. I would assume that's screen space reflections on the vehicle, but not ray traced. Same thing could be said for the puddles. Seen flickering and popping. Pretty boring so far.
Not exactly the 5-star treatment. No harm in stretching my legs. Bond, reporting suspicious behavior.
009?
No, one of the hotel staff. Strangest looking bellhop I ever saw. He was mishandling luggage.
Are you joking? What are we, the local tourist board?
I guess he had to be there. It was odd. I'm gonna check it out.
You will not. 009 is our only priority. Stay at your post, James. That's an order.
Yes, Mom.
Poor taste, if you ask me, and got what they deserve.
Pardon me? Need to see a man about a bag. Missed him.
Afternoon, sir. Staff and press only.
Oh, damn. Forgot my press badge.
You're not the first.
Can I duck through? I need to catch up with that bellhop.
Show me your ID and all's good.
Better go and get my ID then.
If you want to catch your bellhop.
Fair point.
Hey, True Witty, can I ask you a question? True Witty, you there? Chat, I'm gonna ask you a question. How does it feel to be correct? 4 games straight. 4 games back to back that you skip. You're like, yeah, I'm good. And everybody tells you, nah, bro, you need to blindly get hyped about this game because somebody else I watch that lies to me all the time got me excited about the game. So you should get excited about the game so I could feel validated as a gamer to buy the game, even though you truly don't want to. But I do need you to get excited about the game. This is the bullshit. I try to help you guys and say, hey, this shit ain't it. You tell me I'm a fucking hater. At the end of the day, I end up being right, but you don't want to come back and tell me, hey, damn, Jay, I'm sorry. You was right, man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. This shit boring as fuck. I left out, came back, and they still fucking not doing nothing of value. It's fucking Hitman. It's a fucking Hitman engine. The Hitman engine, which has been around for 20 years now. This is what they're using. It is fucking Hitman with a fucking James Bond skin. Look at this shit, bro. Man, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? Y'all easy if y'all got tricked by this. It's a fucking failure, man. Fuck, this is an L, man. Wasted a whole state of play on this bullshit. They gonna end up putting this shit on Game Pass. No fucking... I'm telling you, bro. I tried to tell you, bro. I tried to tell y'all. I was like, bro, this is just gonna be Hitman with fucking James Bond. They're using the Hitman engine. They didn't create a new engine and make a game for James Bond. They created James Bond over top of the Hitman engine. So it's gonna operate, play, move, look just like Hitman. I'm disappointed in the people that got tricked by this shit. Hopefully y'all don't get tricked all the way to the bank. I've seen better than this in Uncharted yesterday. My God. I'm gonna look at the comment section since this shit's boring the fuck out of me. But no, I don't think I got invited to the beta. No, I don't think I got invited to the beta. I'm trying to see if I did, but no, it doesn't look like I did. I signed in late, and I didn't even know like if I signed it or not. But I signed in late and signed that shit like yesterday. I don't think I'm getting in. This is really, really fucking bad. Is anybody entertained by this? That's all this shit is, bro. It's just a fucking Hitman mission. Turn the audio up a little bit for you guys to hear. Hopefully the sound is better than the fucking gameplay because it's boring as fuck.
Ambulances, watch it.
I'm getting Suicide Squad vibes from this. Let me clarify what I mean. The gameplay isn't exciting, and I don't think a lot of people are gonna look at the gameplay and say I want to buy this. I think they're gonna look at the gameplay and say it's a pass. Now I don't know if there's enough time to cancel this game, or sorry, if there's enough time to delay this game and try to make it a little bit better, but I don't think you can do anything to make this game better. The engine does what it does, and this game is designed to do what it's gonna do. I don't think there's nothing you can delay to make this game better than what we're seeing right now, which is pretty fucking sad. But it's definitely not a pickup. This whole chase scene is basically orchestrated. It's not. It doesn't seem like any real freedom. Every now and then you will see an obstacle to just you have to go the other way. There's no option to go left or right. Very boring. Again, that was always going to happen. There's no option to go the other way. If anything in the chase, you wasted more time. It would have put your chances of wrecking the car up. Making a jump like that on a narrow passageway. Everybody having fun? Remember, PlayStation putting games on PC was going to help us, right? It's gonna help the PlayStation gamers. This is what we get. A state of play dedicated to a multi-platform title. That is ass. Just like fucking Borderlands 4.
has been hunting him for a long time. This is the closest we've ever gotten, and I'm not letting him slip through my fingers now.
Sounds like we have a conflict of interest.
How about we burn that bridge when we get to it?
Fine by me.
There. Pull over.
No sign of 009.
Plenty of his friends, though.
Like I said, a cutscene for everything. A cutscene just to get out the car. A cutscene for everything.
Get down there, draw their fire. I'll flank them. We need to keep that plane on the ground.
Oh, what are we waiting for?
There's that English sang-froid. Bonne chance, James.
No comment, Briarios. No comment. I'm not going down that rabbit hole with you, man.
Got a plane to catch.
Sorry, can't do it. It doesn't matter what the score is, the game is bad. As a gamer, you don't need the validation of IGN to let you know that this game is bad.
You were warned.
If he exploded the canisters on the middle and the right side, why not explode the canisters over there? He could have exploded the canisters while he was behind the other canister. There's no way he fucking died from that hit. Jumping isn't good. There's no way he died from that. He had more armor than... You gotta explode the canister for dramatic effect.
Hey, that was funny, man. I ain't going to lie. That was funny. How the hell did he die? How the hell did he die, Jay?
That's what I'm saying. How did he die from a jump like that? It wasn't that far.
Or maybe just knocked. Maybe just not
So
die,
you
but
telling
not
me
got
a guy
knocked
with
out.
no body armor is taking down military
Probably
agents with body
that
armor?
he didn't said and knocked out, but still.
A lot of this seems scripted. I played enough games and seen enough of these types of showcases to know. All these explosions, but he's not taking a dent of his health. He's right next to it.
He's probably the game's probably being played on either freaking easy or he's actually on freaking developer mode.
That was a nice transition, but any other person would have got hit with that shit. So that was kind of weird.
But I say it's probably on developer mode.
Cutscene. Naughty Dog would have did this in game. Yep, Naughty Dog would have did all this in game. It wouldn't have been no cutscene. You would have actually had to climb. Now the cutscene stops. Like I said, the engine's old as shit. This is really, really bad. That flatness of that runway is very scary. Like, it lets you know how old this engine is. Again, more cutscenes. Cutscene in order to go from outside to inside the plane. Again, we've seen plane combat from Uncharted 3. Was it Uncharted 3? Yeah, it was Uncharted 3.
Yeah, it was
and
Uncharted
there was
3.
no fucking cuts for cutscenes. It was just straight all the way through. So, it's weird.
Even the train scene, Jay, in Uncharted 2, like when you're falling from the train.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Flying dark. It's all up to me.
Even that was more impressive.
If I could access the flight control system. Let's make some turbulence.
So he shot the car the same amount of times as he shot the one at the airport, and it blew up. But now it doesn't blow up. The frame rate is all over the place right here. This shit's all over the place. This shit fucking stuck there. Bro, this shit is all over the place. This shit is sinking, bro. There's no way you guys... Bro, there's no way you could sell this game to people. Quick time event. Uncharted did it better, but I see what they're trying to do. But Uncharted did it better. I guess I was onto something yesterday when I was comparing Uncharted to this, because a lot of the stuff I'm seeing right here is from Uncharted, not from James Bond.
Bro, this is straight out of Uncharted, bro.
So what? How is he gonna get down? That's the question. Does he grab onto some? Oh, he gonna grab onto somebody's parachute? Okay. Yeah, fuck no. Fuck no. That's the type of game you get on.
Gibson, and I'm honored to announce that I'm playing James Bond.
Bro, this nigga's smiling as if he did.
Anticipated game 007 First Light. It's thrilling to be bringing this character to life in the gaming world. I'm joined by an incredibly talented cast, including Lenny James.
Can you hear me?
Trianga Burford as M.
Huh?
Alistair McKenzie as Q. Kira Lester as Bond's most fervent supporter Moneypenny, and Noemi Nakai as the enigmatic Ms. Rock.
Bond's world is all about what's seen and what's hidden beneath the surface.
I love how they're talking to everybody like they're idiots. Like, what I just saw is a pass, buddy.
You liked it just as much as we loved crafting it.
No. No, I did not like it. Because you didn't work hard, bro. You fucking made a James Bond game over top of a fucking Hitman game.
Tools, systems, and choices that shape the gameplay in 007 First Light.
See, the gameplay is different.
Welcome to the world of James Bond in 007 First Light, where
First Light.
infiltration and espionage are just two of many spycraft skills. In this mission, our unseasoned but highly trained Bond must track an assassin through a sophisticated Kensington gala.
This shit about to be boring as fuck.
Scouting for tactical options. Creating a mental map of available pathways without giving yourself away.
Go to the security room.
I will be able to spot James Bond out of a lineup because he's the only person that's not in suit and tie, which is weird. He's dressed more like a Nathan Drake here than a fucking James Bond. Character models look outdated as fuck. This whole game, the more I see of it, looks outdated.
You can't compare everything to a Sony game.
I can't wait for somebody in our PlayStation community to try to hype me up on this game. I'm like, bro, was I not right 3 fucking games back to, well, fucking 4 games back to back? This will be the 5th game. But I was like, bro, this is a skip. This is a fucking straight skip.
And you are?
Rob Minkley. Sorry for the wait.
About time, Mr. Minkley. Your miss gave up on you. Right then, go grab your camera and I'll take you past security.
Oh, he's masquerading as a photographer. Okay.
First Light provides multiple pathways for achieving Bond's objective, if he's prepared to get creative.
That's pretty much Hitman.
They think all gamers are stupid. I'm convinced. I'm convinced the people in the gaming industry think we're all fucking stupid.
Right there, they're showing 3 different ways to actually complete the mission in one, at once.
Mm-hmm.
Bond's gamble has paid off.
The balcony should give you an excellent view of the stage.
Isn't that the same shit you do in Hitman?
And you end up in the same place.
He's with me.
Say so.
I read your articles
Not like you're getting a different outcome.
in cognitive warfare.
the outcome to it is this game is gonna end up on Game Pass real quick.
Sometimes you might have to take the initiative.
Probably not, because it looks like PlayStation has the marketing rights.
It does, so it's more.
Everyone can be a valuable source of information.
He looks like Peter Parker.
Yeah,
Yeah, to a degree. I want to play a good game after seeing this. Like a really good game.
When Bond remains undetected, offer the chance to survey hostile areas.
This was a waste of a state of play.
Bond can use the environment.
They've now wasted a state of play 2 times this year. With Borderlands 4 and with this.
Or security vulnerabilities. Depending on
There might have been another one.
And the odds.
Starting to lose track.
Bond can always go with a quick and blunt strategy.
Could have played that a little smoother, James.
He got away with it this time, but they could have called reinforcements.
Yeah, they could have called for reinforcements, and then what?
Using the scan from his watch to highlight options for distraction and misdirection.
Hey, what was that? What's that over there?
it's old school.
Exactly, because it's a fucking old game. Old ass engine. Everything I'm seeing here looks bad. Nigga, this is an old game, bro. They better charge y'all $40 for this. There's no way they gonna sit up here and try to charge y'all $70 for this fucking game. There's no fucking way, bro. This game
Bro, they lost.
has the most outdated engine I've ever seen. Can't the guy that's locked in the room, can't he just use his cell phone to fucking call for help?
Exactly.
Again, old engine, old mechanics.
The smoke device confuses and disorients foes, letting you pass through undetected. Offering a
Undetected, but you threw a smoke bomb?
Nigga, you there's a smoke. How the hell are you undetected?
007 first lights will see Bond face different
You have to knock them out because nigga, no one would.
into compliance. Using a dart phone to incapacitate them will give you an opportunity to talk your way out.
So when he...
with a charismatic flourish.
Oi, I need to find Saunders. There's a chance the suspect is dressed as security. The bastard could be hiding right under your noses.
I'll keep an eye out for new faces.
But sometimes, hard as you may try to stay hidden, a fight is unavoidable.
A fight is unavoidable.
If he was from MI6, what? Excuse me? Who are you looking for?
It's like Uncharted meets Hitman.
Bond will need to rely on
And it's not as smooth as it sounds.
in melee combat against multiple assailants. You'll need to think fast. Combining throws
Combat doesn't seem bad though. I'll say that.
and direct strikes.
But Uncharted's combat was better though.
Yeah, it was. The frames are all off. Like the frame rate sucks when you get in it. I don't know what it is, bro. See, this was a premiere. This wasn't a live stream. So they sent PlayStation what they had, and it's
I will
not.
say this. Over Uncharted, I'm glad he can use the environments to actually attack. Like he picked up a cue ball and hit him in the face.
Oh yeah, because that's the engine it's built on. It's built on that the Glacier engine from Hitman. So that makes sense.
You'll just have to borrow them for a moment. With quick thinking, you can turn the tables on your enemies by making the very environment a deadly weapon.
That's pretty cool. The environment.
Gadgets used for stealth and infiltration.
But I'm guessing because you can do too much of that, it takes the budget from visuals. And also with too much chaos, the performance may be all over the place.
Or distract to make your escape.
I mean, I think the PS5 Pro would probably have no problems running this game, but
Come equipped with different levels of
other platforms such as Xbox and even PC, yeah, they're gonna have a hard time.
To support him in challenging situations,
Of course they're gonna struggle.
Bond can use his own instincts. This mode will help
How many fucking chandeliers do they have?
A rich ass place.
or environmental. Bond must be fast.
You know what they should have made instead of James Bond? They should have made a John Wick game with this engine. That would have worked much better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
obviously
then
you're
it
not
wouldn't
gonna
be-
have any of the.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be this team doing it because that even.
Why not? Hitman does pretty
But
much
that
the
engine
similar
is
thing as
something-
John Wick. He just sneaks around a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, this shit coming out in March of next year. Oh, okay, so it doesn't come out this year. I'm about to say they got enough time to delay this game if other people agree that it wasn't so good. There was enough entertaining things that maybe casual gamers will hype about this, but I don't think this was a successful state of play for the PlayStation fans.
It was a bunch of explosions. People are gonna get hyped.
Yeah, we're gonna see how many people. That's like a 3 out of fucking 10 for me. That's a 3 out of 10 for me. They could have done much better.
I'm not reading the engine is dog shit.
Is
So
it
I'm
still
not
going
surprised.
on?
Wait, what?
I thought it was over.
So did I.
Yeah, it's still live. They must have forgot to cut it off. No, it's done now. That shit was like 53 minutes long. Oh, because of the timer. So maybe like 30, about 33 minutes long. Yeah, that was bad. I've seen better. PlayStation got the nerve to have Lost Suicide as a banner. That's fucking silly. Well, all Sony has now is Ghost of Yotai. That's the only game they really got. Seven Deadly Sins.
あいつらとの冒険は騒がしくて大変だったけど、なんとかなってよかったな。けどな、俺たちにまた一つ面白い運命が待ち受けてる気がするんだ。
As I said, they couldn't. As I said, they can't do better.
この広い世界にはたくさんの試練もあるはずだ。
It is all.
It's over.
No, it is cut off. I watched it on the TV. It is off.
Cool. Guys, I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. It was a waste of our time. They could have given us an update on a real PlayStation first party game. Instead, they wanted to waste our time talking about a game that Sony does not own or have any real stake in.
Someone said just play Uncharted in the chat.
Exactly. And that's what I did yesterday. And that's exactly... I was getting those vibes from the announcement trail. I was like, bro, they're basically going to try to mix James Bond with Uncharted. And that's exactly what they did, bro. That's exactly what the fuck they did.
Oh, Uncharted is it's with you mix it with everything, bro. I'm like, damn, I didn't realize how much until I watched this trailer. I didn't know
What
how
about
much until
where
I watched
the wind
trailer.
meets? I'm skipping where the wind meets. I'm not gonna stop you from buying it though, but that's a skip. I'm not easily entertained by shit like that anymore.
I don't
bro.
think that's a purchasable game. I think that's a
I
free-to-play
think that's
game.
a free to play game as well. But I'll indulge you. I'll indulge you. Cause it's a whole bunch. I'll say this, man. I gotta let me go updates real quick.
At the end of the day, I've noticed one thing, bro. I'm starting to notice one thing a lot. You cannot test these developers based on Sony's quality of control, because clearly they're not on nowhere near the level of what PlayStation can put out.
Yeah, but it's been 10 years since some of the best games PlayStation put out, and they're still playing catch up. It's pretty sad.
I know. And that's what's
So
bad.
this is where the win meets. Where the win meets, we gotta just go take a look. There was a 1080p trailer they released. It wasn't 60 frames. The game is very flashy, and I understand it's very attractive to a lot of people that like that type of stuff.
It's a multiplayer game.
Yeah, but it's getting past. And me personally, I'm kind of fatigued on so many games of the same type that look the same way. Like, I don't buy a lot of Souls games because there's too many of them. And it's about to be the same way with this. Like, it's too many of these types of games. I can't. There's like 3 or 4 other types of games like this, and I can't even tell you the fucking name.
One of them is okay. I can't remember the one, but it went on Xbox first, and then it came to PlayStation. If you remember what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a pass, bro. I'm not picking it up, but you can. But I'm not picking it up.
Well, it's not real. As I said, it's not really.
Especially if it is a free to play title, then it's like, what the fuck? So what did you say it was? You said it was a multiplayer game?
Yeah, it's a where the winds meets a multiplayer.
Like an MMO or some shit?
No, just like Fortnite or some shit. It's what the other game was.
Oh, okay. It's another game that was similar to this, I guess. But I thought it was, but I don't know if it is. What was that other game that was similar? Set in the same area, but it was... I'm so fucking confused, bro.
Wu Chang is... No, it's not Wu Chang. Wu Chang is a freaking Souls game.
Wu Chang. Yeah, this isn't Wu Chang. This is where the wind meets.
But are the common folk truly voiceless?
Just like Hell is Us. Hell is Us is a Souls game.
Yeah.
They say it's not a Souls game, but I
didn't even tell you. Who told you that? Who told you that?
Huh?
Who told you it wasn't a Souls game?
I didn't say it wasn't a Souls game. I said it is.
You said even though people said it wasn't. Who? I need to know who's stupid enough to look at. I'm about to say, because that's a fucking Souls game. I saw tons of content creators just playing that just because they know it's a Souls game.
There's no map. Literally, there is no map whatsoever.
Yeah, it's a fucking Souls game.
I'm actually looking sick and tired of that, bro. Like, nigga, you don't have to put shit on the map if you don't want to, but you can't even put a map, nigga. Like, like,
what kind of fucking combat is this? I'm very confused about where the winds meet. So I don't even know what type of game it is. I thought it was like that other game, but now I just think it's set in that in a similar time period.
Where the winds meet, it's a multiplayer game.
Open world action RPG. November 14th. Pre-order now.
Okay, so
in-game currency 10,000 coins. In-game draw weapon.
Yeah, it's a multiplayer game. Where the winds meet.
In-game player card, name card. Yeah, this is a multiplayer game. You think it's free? Is it free to play?
I don't know. I didn't look that part up. I only know it's
Let me see
multiplayer.
what
I
else
mean,
is
let me
going
check that
on.
out.
Oh, take a look at it. PlayStation 5 console exclusive, so and they say
Yes,
it's
it's free to
also
play.
available on PC, so
Yes,
it's
it's
a
free to
day and
play.
date. It's free to
Yes,
play.
it will be free to
Yeah,
play.
it's
So
free to
what you'll
play.
be purchasing is
Yeah,
the
there's no.
founder's
I
pack.
mean, PlayStation fans, you guys have to do your research. You jump out there and get excited for shit, and it's just not even. Bro, you're wasting your own fucking energy. Like, don't get excited for every fucking game, bro. Not every game, deserves your energy. Let's go get bring that page up for visual effects so you guys can see. Yep, that's a multiplayer game by NetEase. Yeah, that's a NetEase game. I think are they Chinese or Korean? I don't know. But that's a NetEase game.
I'm not sure.
That's a multiplayer title.
Yeah, I already know. That's what I
Yeah,
said. I
they're only
already knew that
selling
part.
the
The
yes,
founder's pack.
yeah, the founders pack. It's free to play. It even says it. It's nothing. You can't. Well, how are you getting excited for a game you're not actually going to be able to own? You can't buy it. Yeah. And the graphics don't look as good as the cutscenes they kept showing us. Yeah, it looks a little bit outdated. Quite possibly the source code is from a cell phone. I see a lot of flat textures there. Things that could be it could definitely be replicated on the PS2 or PS3, yeah. I'm good. There was another game similar to this. Yeah, there's another game similar to this, but I can't remember what it was.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Is that same game from that went to Xbox and then eventually came to PlayStation?
No. There was another one for PlayStation.
Oh, I don't know.
Phantom Zero. That's what I kept. I kept
Oh,
mistaking the Phantom Blade Zero with this shit because they were in a similar part of the world, and I kept mistaking the two. But I remember that game got pushed back to either 2026 or 2027. Trying to figure out which one. Could have went a little bit bigger on the budget.
okay. So you don't actually create a character. You just choose from it. Choose a character and level them up.
Yeah, that's cool. It's a pass. Yeah, that's a pass. Yep, that's a pass. I'm good. I'm good on that one. We're good on it. So as of right now, the state of play is over. I felt like it was a lot of my time that was wasted. Not gonna get that shit back. And I'm not feeling that the rest of the community is brainwashed by what they saw, but I could be wrong. I just know that they're not gonna be able to brainwash me to being excited about something they're excited about. Those days are gone. I don't follow the fucking hype. I don't do that shit.
Oh, Jay, you are 100% correct.
What?
The game was on cell phones. It was on it was on Android and iOS.
God damn, I called that shit. Damn, I called that shit. I was looking at those textures. I was like, man, those textures are fucking low as shit. Very, very low. Well, it's funny. It's really, no, I'm being honest. It's funny as fuck. You know?
Me do.
She died? What happened to her?
What's going on?
Nothing. It's just some old news that popped up on my YouTube feed. You know how they always doing that shit, like stuff that happened, but you just kind of lose track of time. Let me see.
I see what's going on though. That game, however, I don't think it's in the US and Jordan mobile phones.
I'm good. It's a pass.
I know.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm just doing my own
Somebody was in the
research. That's
chat.
all.
I just want to keep reiterating so people stop trying to ask me, stop trying to get me excited. I know what you guys do, man. So trust me, I've been around for too long. Keep reminding me, just like, oh, can we maybe get your validation and maybe you get excited about it like me so I can be validated to buy the game. Fuck no, man. You want to buy the game, go buy the game. I am not gonna stop you from buying the game. Just I'm not buying the game. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so since we got that covered, no need for me to look up on that anymore. What's up, Arnold?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I love that shit. Okay,
That was underwhelming. 007 seems like it seems like it's either a skip or a low sale price.
it's going to sell low. I'm just want to reiterate to people as many times as I need to so you guys can understand this. I will skip that game. I have no interest in picking up that 007 game. That will be skipped. It was very lackluster. There was no romance at all between him and any of the characters shown during the state of play, which is one of the.
It's not going to be in this day and
I
age,
know
Jay,
it's
come on.
not, but again, you're calling your game 007, and you know what 007 does. So it's kind of weird that you would purposely make sure that that element is not in your game. So if you're making Uncharted 2.0, then just call it Uncharted 2.0, but don't call it 007 and you
Nigga,
lose
even
the
Uncharted
identity.
had romance, Jay. Even Uncharted had
Exactly.
romance. Jay,
Don't call it 007 and then you leave out the key element of 007. So, there's a lot of other things. Again, the engine's outdated as fuck. You couldn't do most of the shit that Naughty Dog could do You had to cut to fucking cutscenes multiple times, climbing into the plane and shit like that. You just couldn't even do that. Like everything had to be a cutscene. I mean, it's designed as a old game, and again, if that's enough to trick casual gamers into being excited about the game, again, I feel very sorry for the entire gaming community because you motherfuckers are way too fucking easy to manipulate at this point in time.
I know.
So, hey, it is what it is. It's a pass. JayTechTV is passing 007 First Light. It is a pass. Let me read the comments. I'm going to also get a poll started for your thoughts. Your thoughts on the state of play by reviewing or leaving a rating. So, let me go put that up. Okay. I just put up the poll so you guys can leave your review scores for what you think of the state of play that you just saw. Yeah, Lorenzo Carson, I'm glad you were able to pick up on that. A lot of people didn't know that a lot of that shit was set pieces. It just didn't feel organic to me. All that shit really felt scripted and looked scripted. No, mass produced. I am not copying James Bond Jr. That is a skip. JayTechTV is skipping James Bond 007 First Light. I am skipping it. It is a permanent skip. Please, I beg of you, stop asking me if I'm going to be buying trash games. Everybody else in our community can get excited about shit and trick you guys into getting excited about shit. But I will not be taking L's alongside you guys. I will not be doing that. Forspoken, Suicide Squad, Concord. No, I'm not doing that shit, bro. Fuck that. Yeah, no. I mean, this is... I don't know. The rumors say that we're getting one state of play at the end of September. But the individual, Jeff Grubb, that created the rumor could not predict that we were going to get two state of plays, the first, if there are two, in the very beginning of September. So again, I will say this for the record. Why do we listen to Jeff Grubb when he couldn't even predict that there was going to be a state of play in the beginning of the year? Again, Jeff Grubb created the rumor that there was going to be a state of play at the end of September. But, in fact, we got a state of play at the very beginning of September. Exactly, Lorenzo. If it's scripted, make that shit look seamless. But you can't make it look seamless when your engine is almost 20 years old. It's very difficult, man.
They can't help that. The engine is old, bro, and it's actually They're like Bethesda, bro. I'm being real. Bethesda. Her engine is bad. The engine is old. But there's one thing they don't run up with is a lot of bugs in their game. But this seems like it's
Oh
just set
yeah,
piece after
sorry
set piece.
about that. I forgot about Lost Suicide. That was very
Oh, that was trash.
lackluster.
That
Yeah,
was that
yeah.
was
I
trash.
skipped that shit too. I tried to tell y'all. I tried to
That
tell
was
y'all.
that was disgustingly trash. Like,
So
bro,
now I don't care who calls me a hater. I'm gonna go above and beyond to try to help you guys out by telling you months in advance my opinions. I'm not gonna wait until after the game releases and say I told you so. I will still say I told you so, but I'm gonna try even harder to help you guys not waste your fucking money on games that are obviously fucking trash. Let's go check out 007 and see what price they charging.
yeah, there better not be much. if I swear, if it's actually $70, they're tripping.
It's $70.
Hey man.
It's $70.
Hey bro. Hey, it is what it is.
And they have some weird thing going on to try to get engagement for the game. So basically, when you wish list the game, the more people that wish list the game, the more people that will be able to unlock different things like outfit skin or a Silverstone gadget for your Bluetooth headphones or a special mission, or just these are the things that they're trying to do to get that engagement out. Look, you can wishlist the game all you want to maybe help unlock stuff, but if you go out and buy this game after you've seen what you've seen, I feel sorry for you. $70 for this? You're paying $70 for an outdated engine? You can't even climb up the plane without a fucking cutscene? Like Naughty Dog was doing that on the PS3. Really, let's really talk about this, man. Let's talk about this shit. It's really, really fucking bad, bro. Okay, let's look at a preview of the review scores given by the chat. 9% said 10 out of 10. 27% said 7 to 9 out of 10. Another 27% said a 4 to a 6 out of 10. And then 36% said a 1 to a 3 out of 10. But I'm a little confused about that 9%. Like you looked at the same trailer I looked at, and you're like, yeah, that's a 9 out of 9.
Bro,
That's a 10 out of 10.
it's still going. It's still the numbers are still going up. So
I
we'll
know, but
see.
it's like, god damn, bro.
Yeah, but enough people actually voted for
Did you see what I saw? Like what the fuck? That shit is crazy, bro. You saw what I fucking saw? I might do another poll before we leave, but if you want to sound off in the chat, are you picking a game up? I'm not gonna judge you. Just say yes or no. I'm gonna also give my what's the name? So
damn.
okay, so that's my stance. No, I'm not picking the game up. It is a skip for me. Even Sleeping Dogs was more exciting than that. It reminding you of Sleeping Dogs reminds you how old this engine is. That's what you're being reminded of.
Oh yeah, try. Yo,
Sleeping Dogs. Yeah, Sleeping Dogs is an old game. Sleeping Dogs
This
came out
nigga,
on the PS3.
this nigga said no way, but no way, loco. Buy Trails in the Sky instead.
Exactly.
uh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. PlayStation needs to give us an update on Wolverine, which, again, like I said, and we're gonna go all the way back to YouTube. You know, once the announcement is 4 years old, I'll be not uploading full gameplay for Wolverine, but I will be showing off more Wolverine PS5 leak gameplay. I will be talking about more of it, and yeah, so I won't be like shying away from its existence or being scared to show it, because PlayStation would have gone about 4 straight years without giving us an update on the game. Now, the announcement trailer is 3 years old at this point in time. It has 9 million views, which is a shitload of a lot. And they have not given us an update. Insomniac has not given us an update. No new gameplay. No new screenshots. No announcement for a release date. They didn't open up pre-orders. They didn't do shit. And again, remember, the PC community was able to hack in, find a backdoor to Insomniac, and leak out Wolverine's source code so that other PC fans could play it before we do. And the really interesting thing about this is that we didn't do anything wrong, over here at the PlayStation Legion. We just desperately wanted Sony not to fall for the trap of the PC trolling community. And this is what we were all afraid of. That if you gave them the key to the city, they would use that key to fuck you over, and that would hurt us. And that's exactly what happened. Let me explain this so everybody can understand. By putting games on PC, it gave hackers enough knowledge how to hack into Insomniac, which had put more games on PC than any other PlayStation first-party studio over the last 5 years, right? So Insomniac has put Miles Morales, Spider-Man 1, Ratchet & Clank A Rift Apart, and Spider-Man 2 on PC. They put 4 PlayStation exclusive games on PC in 5 years. That's a lot for one fucking studio. So, of course, they were going to be the studio that the PC fans would target. They targeted them. They found a backdoor. They held the source code for ransom. Sony didn't pay the ransom. And then they released the source code out. And lots and lots and lots of PC fans got to play the game we desperately wanted to buy. And they got to play it for free. Yes, it's unfinished, but they still got to play it for free. Upon that, and leaking that sensitive information to the public, they don't know what to do now. They don't know if to release the game. They don't know how to complete the game. They don't know if they need to reboot the game. They don't know what the fuck to do. So now, almost 4 years, next week will be 4 years, after, I think it'll be 4 years, right? Tomorrow will be the 4th, Friday's the 5th, Saturday's the 6th, and Sunday's the 7th, Monday's the 8th, and Tuesday's the 9th. We have a pattern. So Wolverine will be, the announcement trailer for Wolverine will be 4 years old next Tuesday. And the reason why that's a pattern is because Tuesday is when we normally get gaming news.
Damn, that was fast.
Yeah, that was fast. So again, 4 years after the announcement, we don't have an update. And it all started because PlayStation and their studios wanted to put games on PC. It did not help you as a PlayStation gamer. It hurt you. There's a game that you should have been able to get an update on, but we didn't get one because of the PC fans. I tried to tell you guys that putting games over on PC was not going to help you as a PlayStation gamer. A lot of people told me, no, it will, because they make enough revenue to give us new games. Yet, in the last 5 years, they canceled 8 games. closed down 6 studios. But they definitely released over 20 different PlayStation first, second, and even third-party exclusive games on PC in the last 5 years. And that has not benefited us in 1 ounce. Not 1 ounce. I don't know how many gray hairs you're going to need. I don't know how old you're going to get before you listen to your boy JayTech that only wants the best for the PlayStation gaming community. But I will say one thing. I definitely told you so. I told y'all so. We still have your boy Comic Snap leaking footage from the Wolverine video game almost every fucking week. Insomniac has not done anything to him, has not attempted to even try to stop him. It's almost as if they've given up on the game. Again, PC fans hurt you. They hurt you as a PlayStation gamer. They hurt you. I don't give a fuck. Let the record be known that I said it. Let the record be known that JayTech told you so. You don't gotta fucking believe me today, but eventually you'll wake the fuck up and understand, damn, man, he had a fucking point. Everybody wakes up. True Witty woke up. Everybody wakes up. You guys will wake up. So again, I'll give you guys a little bit of a heads up. You need to keep your eyes glued to the internet between now and the end of Tuesday. Going into the hour of 11 o'clock and 59 minutes in the PM of next Tuesday. Because if we don't get an update for Wolverine between now and that time, I would assume that it is canceled internally. And that they're afraid of the backlash that they would get from the PlayStation console gamers about its cancellation.
If it does get canceled, though, I'm gonna laugh my head off. I ain't gonna lie.
If it does get canceled, I'm gonna say what I always say. I told you so. So we, Insomniac, PlayStation. If you truly love your real fans, the ones that actually pay for games, well, I'll say one thing: you got until the end of Tuesday of next week. Prove it.
It'd be funny if it actually does get canceled. That'll be 2 games that got canceled because of the PC side from Insomniac. It'll be the Spider-Man game and it'll be this.
Oh yeah, two Insomniac. Well, actually, 3.5.
3.5. What's the third one?
Standalone Venom game and DLC for Carnage that they never released. So that'd be 3.5.
Oh yeah.
Gotta love it, right?
Hey man. Hey, it is what it is.
This dude leaked the full game playthrough 2 weeks ago. Like I get copyrighted, and y'all don't even know when I get copyrighted. These motherfuckers leak a whole fucking game. Nobody's fucking with them. Gotta love it, bro. You gotta fucking love it. I don't know why, but I have this sneaking suspicion. I've shared this with True Witty. I feel like the gaming industry and game developers, game studios, and companies are afraid of the PC community, and I don't know why. But they seem to be terrified to speak against the bullshit. No one else hacked your fucking studio, Insomniac, except for the PC-centric hackers. That is why they released the source code for the PC version, not the source code for the console version. Make it make sense.
Hey man, Okay. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Make it make sense, man. I agree with Warlock. Sony's gotten a little lazy because they get free money all the time. They don't really got to work hard for it. They don't have to bring out a banger to get that money. They're still going to get that money, whether they bring out a banger or they bring out 20 bangers a year. Yeah, I was there during the. I'm talking about to Andrew Wilkins. I was there during the PS3 generation as well as the PS Vita, and obviously PSP and stuff like that. So I know that. Yeah, Last of Us was a great game, but it didn't save anything. The PS4, if I'm not mistaken, had already got announced by the time, or revealed by the time that the Last of Us original game got released. So, yeah. Yeah. Andrew Wilkins, I'm right there with you, but it was a great system and it produced some of the best games ever. It was a financial failure because a lot of PlayStation gamers didn't return. It wasn't a financial failure because it was a bad system or it had bad games.
Listen, my opinion on all.
Hold on, one
No,
second.
no,
One,
listen.
one second. Let me correct them because, Andrew Wilkins, you're getting things right, but you're getting a lot of things wrong. You have to look to your brothers and sisters of the PlayStation community that stayed with Xbox during the entire Xbox 360 generation. PlayStation made games for those gamers, and they never returned. So, what happens if you make a pizza for someone and they never come to the fucking pizza shop to pick it up? It's a waste, right? You just wasted resources and money. So Sony wasted a lot of resources and money in order to get certain gamers to come back, and they just refused to come back. So that's really what happened. Trust me, I was there. And I supported a lot of games that previously I had not played ever before, like a lot of shooting games that gen. But I supported a lot of those games. I supported all the Uncharted's. I picked up Killzone 2 and fell in love with that. Picked up Killzone 3 day one. Picked up SOCOM 4. Picked up SOCOM Confrontation. Obviously, it released before SOCOM 4. I picked up Resistance 1, 2, and 3. I beat Resistance 2. I beat Resistance 3. Like, bro, I can run through all of this. I can show you my trophies. But the other gamers that desperately love shooters, the other gamers that are begging Sony to bring back shooters and stuff, they're frauds. They weren't even there. They weren't there. If they were there, they would know who JayTech was before the PS4. But they didn't know. You want to know why they didn't know? Not because of a name change, because they weren't there. They were afraid to support what the industry was calling a failure of a system during the PS3 gen. They wanted to stay with who was winning. Look at MBG and how he dick rided the PlayStation 4 right before the 5 got announced. He wanted to dick ride.
Hold on, Jay. You're talking about content creators, right?
Talking about content creators and gamers.
Okay.
A lot of content creators and gamers were afraid to come back home to PlayStation during the PS3 generation because
because PlayStation was my only console. So
I'm not saying everybody, True Eddie. Don't take this personally. What I'm saying, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about a lot of other gamers that are bitching now that Sony doesn't bring back this or doesn't do this. They were nowhere to be seen when PlayStation was bringing the best shooters out.
No, I can't speak for everybody else, but all I can do is speak for myself. I was there. I didn't know you, but then I didn't know you then. I never really was watching YouTube like that.
I run the test that I always run. I run the test. It's a test I call "Where were you?" So cool. I'll run.
Yeah, you can look at my trophies, nigga. My trophies
no, not you, nigga. It's a general question. Where were you? So I'm gonna pull up a video, and you're gonna see.
Okay.
And then you say, hey, where were you? And you let me know if you was still with PlayStation, or you were still with Xbox, or did you move over to PlayStation? And this is not for you, True Eddie. This is for the people in the chat. 14 years ago, I posted SOCOM 4 5-player co-op gameplay on my YouTube channel. 14 years ago. Where the fuck were you guys? Huh? Where was y'all? Because PlayStation was putting out shooters. And they was putting out bangers. PS3 is the best generation, even compared to the PS4. I speak that shit from my fucking grave, bro. There is nothing you can tell me. Bro, the PS3 generation was fire.
Does 5 again? As I said, I brought this game up to Jay one time. Does 514 was like a Halo style game. No one was playing. I was on the up, almost felt like I was by myself. Like it was a Halo type of shooter, except with freaking open world. It was like what Halo is right now. Today, like an open world type shooter, bro. Like, but it was multiplayer.
11. We got 11-year old Killzone video from Killzone 3 that I posted 11 years ago. We got 13-year-old videos.
Bro, like, the fuck?
We got I know what you're talking about. We got 13-year-old JTech video from Killzone 3 HD commentary from 13 years ago. Another 14-year-old video, 2 14-year-old videos from Killzone 3. Again, I'm saying they brought out the games for the people that they lost, and the people that they lost refused to come home. They only came home once the media told them this is a winning system. So you didn't know how great the system was. It could be a financial failure, but it can be a fucking masterpiece. That was an amazing system. And the things they did with that system were never replicated and never given to us ever again. We had a 6-person video chat. We had the option of making our own music playlist.
Bro, that's what's funny.
We had a place to go that wasn't Fortnite where we could just chill, call PlayStation home. Like, you can't sit up here and say, well, the media told us it's a financial failure. No. Do you know why it was a financial failure? Because they kept making bangers and none of y'all, the people that we did have, wasn't buying it. I can't speak for them. I brought the game.
Oh yeah, they went straight to Call of Duty.
Exactly. So what happens time and time again when Sony brings out the best games, but then casual gamers keep going to Call of Duty? Sony said, well, if we can't beat them, let's join them. They teamed up with Activision to follow. Yeah, they teamed up with Activision the following generation, aka the PS4 generation, and they got a contract going. And they kept that contract until Microsoft acquired Activision.
And they stopped making their own shooters.
Yep, and they stopped making their own shooters in the process. So
I mean, this is shit y'all did.
You guys got to know your history. Some of you guys are getting the shit right, but a lot of you guys are getting it wrong too. Andrew Wilkins, you got to know the entire story. You need some help? I'm right here to help you. Trust me, I lived it. I was there. And I have tons of videos on this very YouTube channel that can prove it. So yeah, financial failure, yes, but not because they did anything wrong. It's more so because they gave so much. They were the first and only console that generation that gave you Blu-ray technology. That was expensive in itself. They took a massive loss on just doing something like that.
Yeah, because
We had Linux inside of launch PS3s. We had a fully operational internet browser where we could download pictures, and we could also download, like, what was it? The themes. We could download themes from a internet browser on that internet browser to our PlayStation 3 that would change what our PS3 would look like. I think that a lot of people forget how much Sony gave to us during that generation. Of course they would, not be financially stable during that gen because they had given so much.
They've given everything. They gave almost everything away.
Yeah, they gave
because
a lot.
You weren't paying for online back then.
No. Here are some videos right here. PS3 theme update 12 years ago. 2 of them. I did the best I could do when it came to trying to help the PlayStation community be educated, but a lot of newer content creators, they kind of drown people like myself out for financial gain. They don't want you guys to know the truth that they weren't nowhere to be found during the PS3 generation, and they're one of the a lot of them are the reasons why Sony lost money. If they would have came back to the PS3, guess what would have happened? Sony would have made money off of them. Maybe they wouldn't have been a complete financial failure that gen. But we'll never know because they never fucking returned. Yes. Sony was doing everything during the PS3 generation. They did things that they never did ever again. As you see him right here.
The tech in the PS3 was hard to develop for. But nigga.
Yeah, it might have been hard to develop for, but at the end of the day, it still came down to a developer not wanting to learn.
Every engine has to be learned, and they didn't want to learn. That's
when
the problem.
when Naughty Dog and when Guerrilla Games learned that technology, they made some of the best games of that generation. And then follow generation. You got the PS4, which was much easier. But look at what Guerrilla Games was able to do with the PS4. And look at what Naughty Dog was able to do with the PS4. With Uncharted 4 and with The Last of Us Part 2. So, like, if you learn technology, you'll be able to do great things. Like, the fact that you could just download random themes from the internet and go to the internet and stuff, it was crazy, bro. I don't know. Is this one of the ones when I do go to the internet? Or am I just showing off themes? I think this is the one where I was just showing off themes, but I think there's one. It might be this one where I actually go to the internet browser. Do I go over? I don't go over. But I do cover some good themes.
But those multiple theme websites, though. It's not like it was just one.
Yeah, we had multiple theme websites. Yeah, and what you have to understand is that the people that were making these things was a lot of different gamers. So there's a lot of people that love the PS3. They learned how to make themes and to give back to the community, and they did a great job. Yeah, I'm not gonna let people like throw dirt on the fucking PS3. Not while I'm alive. If you know somebody that was a bitch and it stayed to the Xbox 360, they're part of the fucking problem. They only came back home when they found out PlayStation 4 was a certified winner. That's a fucking weak person. That's a bitch of a person, man. If the shoe fits, wear that. Yeah, we had, like I said, we had video cameras. Let me see.
PS3 had
PS3 webcam.
PS3 had ray tracing, low level ray tracing. When did that happen?
I don't know. 6-person video chat, PS3. 6. Oh, there we go. There we go, right here. Because originally it wasn't a 6-person video chat. Originally it was 8, and then they updated it and took it down to 6. But if you had a PlayStation, like I remember I did a lot of video chatting. And again, bro, like it wasn't a third party's video chat. It was like, no, if you have an internet connection and you picked up the camera, you could just start video chatting, and that's it. You would open up a chat and invite your friends, and you were good to go. We never get, do you understand that we never got video chatting ever again? Like a lot of people that talk shit about the PS3, y'all have to understand what you lost. You lost shit that you will never fucking know about. Put some fucking respect on their fucking name, because that is the greatest fucking system in the world. You love the PS2? Do you love the PS2? Well, when you got a PS3 launched PS3 model, you were able to play all your PlayStation 2 games. It was completely backwards compatibility. I can't understand any PlayStation gamer that calls himself a PlayStation gamer sit back and talk shit about the PS3. It's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. And I've seen tons of y'all motherfuckers do it. And I don't understand why. If enough of y'all came back home, that system would have been great. Remember, it still outsold the Xbox 360.
Funny enough.
And that's where it gets crazy. That the people that didn't return back home into the PS4, y'all brought multiple 360s that had red ring of deaths and shit, but you wouldn't want to buy a PS3?
I was working.
It's a weird thing in our gaming history that happened. We had dudes buying 3 and 4 and 5 Xbox 360s that had red ringed on them because they had sent one off, but they didn't want to stop gaming, so they had to go out and buy another one while the other one was coming back. That one died on them, and then they had to send that one back. When they got the other one back, they played that, and that died on them. Then they went back to the GameStop to buy another one because those two died on them, and they're still over there being worked on so they can be sent back. Like, bro, these are things that fucking happen. Hold on, Truity. These are things that literally fucking happen. There were gamers that had 2 Xbox 360 sent back to headquarters to be fixed, and that person brought a third one.
Bruh, Jay, I'm telling you, when I was in college, I know a dude that actually bought like 4 Xbox 360s, because he didn't want to lose out on gaming. Think about 4 Xbox 360s. And within a year, all 4 of them died.
PlayStation 3 folding home.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you're right, man. Like, I wanted to show you guys this. It's actually called Life with PlayStation, but we're going to see if there's a good, clear video. I used to chill out on this. I'm not going to lie, man. I used to pull up some of my favorite music, play it in the background. A lot of people don't give PlayStation 3 credit for doing this, but they did do this.
You can do that. That was amazing.
Yep.
You know, it's funny. You're just able to do that now, like, which is actually kind of strange.
But you got to go through some fucking loops because you have to have a USB stick and you have to have your music. You know, it's good that you can do it, but it was more seamless on PlayStation.
Oh yeah, of course.
So over here, as you can see, like, this is something that they had on PS3 that they didn't have on Xbox, and it wasn't on Wii. It was folding at home. The more time you spend on here, the more research was given to universities to help fight different viruses and stuff. But it was a 3-dimensional globe. And what was cool about it is you could go to different countries and see what the weather was in those countries. You could also see what the news was and what was going on over there. And you could do that for any country, even your home country. If you were in the United States, you could see where it was. You could also, it would give you a realistic look at where the sun is shining. So like if the sun was shining on the United States, you could see the sun was shining on the United States. If it was nighttime in the United States, you know, you would see there's nighttime in the United States because the sun would move. It was also powered, a lot of the information on there was powered by Google. So this is in a partnership with Google. This was something we had before AI. This was something we had before the, you know, the new versions of Google Maps and stuff like this. This was on your PlayStation 3. And guess what? PlayStation 3 had all of this and you didn't pay for online. Y'all put some fucking respect on the PS3. Think about all that I told you and you wasn't paying for online. Think about everything I said and you wasn't paying for online.
And it's funny because Microsoft was charging for online at the time.
And they wasn't doing none of this. They had a camera and they wasn't even able to do a 6-person video chat. Xbox 360 video chat. I'm gonna show you guys how the video chat looked on Xbox 360. Let me show you. You see? The only real video chats that you ever saw were from promotionals. You didn't see real gamers documenting that they were doing video chats. If you do a video chat search for PS3, you see real gamers actually, you know, video chatting with their best friends. Like, hey, bro, I made a friend online and we're going to video chat. But on Xbox, the video chatting was ass. The quality was ass because the camera was ass. And you could only do a 1-to-1 video chat. Just you and one other person. PlayStation was doing 6-person video chats. There were apps back then. There were websites back then that were not doing 6-person video chats. And PlayStation was doing it. Just straight raw power of the PS3. Look at how shitty the fucking quality is for their cameras. And that's the same. Like, look at this shit. Look, and this what's funny is, do you see something awkward about this? Do you see something awkward about their video chat? No color. No color. No color. You gotta love it, bro. You gotta love it. Like, at the end of the day, like I said, bro, it's no fucking way. There's no fucking way you can sit up here and talk bad about the PlayStation 3.
You say no color?
Yeah, there was no color in that video we saw, and the quality was much lower than the PS3 camera's quality. Again, PlayStation makes cameras, so you already knew the camera quality was good. But yeah. Yeah. It's not a good look, man. Don't talk bad about the PS3. I'm not gonna let you. You gotta come with the facts. If not, I'm gonna make you look silly. I'm gonna smile while I'm doing it. A lot of people didn't like the PS3 because journalists that had affiliation with Xbox didn't like the PS3. And they tricked real good PlayStation fans into not liking a PlayStation system, keeping them locked to Xbox for multiple years. This is something that happened. Again, you need to understand that some Xbox fans some original PlayStation fans didn't leave Xbox until after 2013, which means in 2013 when the PS4 launched, there were a lot of PlayStation fans that still didn't come back. I had kept a document that some of your favorite YouTubers didn't start making YouTube videos until after E3 of 2016. That means that they weren't confident enough that PlayStation was winning already. They only wanted to come back to PlayStation when they found out it was winning. They didn't care about the games. If they cared about the games, they would have had a PS3. They didn't care about the games. They cared about who was winning.
It is what it is, man.
Facts are facts, man. But this is something that was going down, bro. Y'all need to understand. I was right there. I had Xbox 360 fans attempting to recruit me to get me to leave PlayStation. They were like, "Why are you over there?" They saw I was over there fighting. They saw I was over there posting.
Are you serious?
I don't lie. I don't lie about
Yo,
shit like that. Basically, they
Damn,
had saw
bro.
that I was doing a lot of content. I was posting videos and gameplay, and it was like, well, it's pretty much feudal. Like, you're not going to beat, what's going on. The allegations that PS3 is shit, blah, blah, blah. But it's just like, you might as well just come over here. There was multiple, maybe less than 10, but more than 5 different Xbox people, fans at that time, that they just was like, hey, you might as well just be an Xbox person. You might as well flip. Remember, there was a good amount of PlayStation fans that had flipped. They went from PS2 to the 360, and then from 360 to PS4. Like, some of your favorite YouTubers, you ask them, did you pick up a PS3 day one? And they'll tell you, no, they didn't. And then if you ask them a follow-up question, did you ever pick up a PS3? They're going to fucking hesitate. You can take that with a grain of salt if you want, but you can also take that as they never picked up a PS3. Because a lot of them didn't. They went from PS2 to 360 to PS4. I was a Nintendo fan and I didn't even do that shit. After my brother gave me his old 360 when he got a PS3. Now, I want y'all to understand, when my brother James, he went from PS2 to 360, that was because 360 launched a year before PS3.
Mm-hmm.
But when the PS3 came out, he went to GameStop day one, picked that up, came back home, went downstairs, gave me the PS2, gave me the 360. He said, this is yours now. Because remember, the PS3 already had backwards compatibility with the PS2. He didn't need the PS2 anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So probably less than a month, or maybe a little over a month of me owning both systems and having what fun I had with the 360, I made the decision to trade the 360 in for credit, and to get as many games as that system would allow me to get at GameStop. And I just became I was a PS2 and PSP gamer at that time. And then in 2008, after I got my job in the beginning of 2008, by August of 2008, I stacked up about over $3,000 for apartment and, for a game system. I wanted to get the day one PS3. So that's why I was stacking so much money. I went into GameStop expecting to get the day one PS3 that was fully backwards compatibility, but they were discontinued. I wasn't up on my news at that time, so they was discontinued. They had a $400 Fat Boy, but it didn't have backwards compatibility with the PS2. So I picked that up, a $20 American Express card, so that I could use that for the PlayStation Network to get, I think, Wipeout or High Velocity Bowling, which one of those, you will see my trophies if you go far enough back. One of those were one of my first digital trophies. And I got the game that I got at the time was Spider-Man 3 for the PS3. And that's how I started. So did I go from PS2 to PS3? In a sense, yes, I did. But there were some people like my brother who was like, okay, y'all, this is a year ahead. I'll play this. When the PS3 comes out, I'll get that and I'll just go back to PlayStation. A lot of people was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm comfortable here. Fuck it.
Nigga said, as soon as the PlayStation 3 dropped, nigga, I don't need this Xbox no more.
He didn't need it. He didn't need it. He didn't need it. He was like, well, I'm just gonna buy this game over here. You know, Elder Scrolls, I'm gonna buy this over here. BioShock, I'm gonna buy this over here. Like, because they were all multi-plat anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I remember that the Fat Boy PlayStation 3, the second generation one that I got, it still had backwards compatibility with PS1 titles.
I had that one.
But not,
I had that one. I had the first edition one.
Yeah, but it didn't have backwards compatibility with the PS2. I have a PS3 Slim.
No, I had the one that had the backwards compatibility
with the PS2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got the Slim underneath my entertainment system. That one still has backwards compatibility with PlayStation 1 titles, but not PS2. But there are a significant amount of good PS2 games. There's a significant amount of PS2 games that are on the PS3 store if you have a ability to do that and get those. But yeah, man, like a lot of people just didn't leave Xbox that were PlayStation gamers. They just stayed. They turned into Xbox fans, and you know, some of them, a good amount of them, came back to PlayStation with PS4. Some transferred over day one, and others waited until E3 of 2016 because you guys, if you know E3 2016, it was fucking hot fire. Hot fire. A lot of people just could not deny the greatness of PlayStation at that time. So a lot of them picked it up around that summertime.
Nigga, the thing that some of these games back then was less than 60 gigabytes, bro. That's freaking insane.
I know. And I mean, I hated Xbox back then because, you know, I was an RPG gamer, and we had a Final Fantasy game came out, which was called 13, and I had found out that there was some cut content because Xbox 360 couldn't handle it.
Couldn't handle it, and I hated that. Because that do you know that's the reason why Final Fantasy 13 the very the first one, that's why it was so linear, because they couldn't handle all
that
the
was something I learned towards the end of the lifespan. I see Lorenzo Carlson said that about the hard drives. Yeah, I swapped out hard drives towards the last 2 to 3 years of the PS3 life cycle, and then ended up getting external hard drive, one of which I have to this very day, which is the 8 terabyte. But I got that during the PS4 generation. But yeah, there were, you know, I had swapped out some hard drives for my PS3. You know, that's when I started messing around with swapping hard drives. Again, man, the PS3 really was an amazing system when you really think about it. Like, you had Ethernet connection to the internet, you had Wi-Fi connection to the internet, you could swap out hard drives, you had firmwares that would give your PS3
to everyone sending blessings and positivity to you know. What is he talking about?
I don't know. I guess he'll give us some context on that, but I don't know. But yeah, there was, you know, you had the PlayStation Move, which was, you know, made possible through a firmware. You had remote play with a PSP, which was made possible through a firmware. Like, the PlayStation 3 was an amazing system. You were doing things with that system that 360 could only imagine to do. You know, it was a crazy fucking system, man. It was a crazy fucking system. Great system. Yeah, I really wish that 13 would have not been on Xbox. They would have been able to flex their muscles with that, you know, the Blu-ray technology, but it just never happened.
Yeah, that's exactly the reason why Metal Gear Solid 3 4 never went over. Never went there because nigga, they can't handle it.
Yeah, you gotta love the power of Game Pass and where it's going. Mm-mm-mm. So, is anybody talking about 007? I know we kind of went on a back in time.
Well, to be quite fair, I haven't exactly went online to check on the freaking shit, but like,
Yeah,
let's check
I'm
let's check
scrolling
through it.
around.
Let's check through it.
I'm not really hearing. Well, I'm just not feeling. I'm not feeling that the community gives a fuck. But I'll go take a look. But I don't feel like the community was like, hey, that's fire. Nope. Because if you're a real PlayStation gamer, you've seen better.
007. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what they're
Oh,
saying.
maybe Jeff Keighley did a poll. I know his father passed away recently, like a few days ago. There you go. Damn, that's so sad. Yeah, that was 1 day ago. Yeah, so sad. Mm-mm-mm. Said his father was one of the founding members of IMAX. Just wondering why he had so much money. Oh yeah, he ain't covering no gaming stuff. Yeah, he just covered the fact that his father passed away. Yeah.
Damn.
He's not covering no gaming stuff. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone for a while. He could be gone for a while. I think he's still gonna do the Game Awards, but I think as between right now and the Game Awards, he probably gotta get his shit together. You know. Damn, that's crazy.
That's that. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, you don't need to worry about gaming shit right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna scroll around, see if anybody cares. Oh, 3 hours ago, James Gunn announced Man of Tomorrow, which is going to be the new Superman movie for July 9th, 2027. They're coming up quick with these movies. Say, we want to milk you until we can't milk you no more. They said that Sophie Turner will play Lara Croft in a live action series on Amazon Prime. Personally, I don't think she has the shape or body for it, but yeah. And I think she's also pretty young.
Yep. Someone says what?
Sorry,
Someone said
she's pretty old.
Someone says what a lame Bond title. Someone said, meh, 007 never dies. 007, so good. Well, I'm just reading comments. I don't know. Need to give it a demo to try it out. Okay. This game looks amazing and blah 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 blah. Looks good. That's all this nigga said. I haven't seen the details in their multiplayer for this game. Nigga, I don't think they even said there was multiplayer, nigga. What the fuck? Yeah, yeah. A lot of people a lot of people saying it looks amazing on the PlayStation freaking YouTube channel. I mean, not YouTube channel. Sorry, under their YouTube Twitter. That's going to be a must play, Bond. So he's a
Yeah,
big Bond fan.
must be some casuals.
Yeah, he says he's a Bond fan, so he's gonna get it regardless. So honestly, it seems very interesting. Super hyped. Yeah, it's a bunch of, as I said, as you said, bunch of casuals. Yep, this is the Bond game I was looking for. Ah, hell no! What the fuck? Oh no, I was hoping for something way better than that. But
They got enough action sequences in the state of play to make some good quick trailers, and I'm saying that because I've already seen them make those quick trailers with only the action sequences. So it's enough to trick people, but I don't know why.
20 minutes of driving simulation. Yeah, no. He said 20 minutes of driving simulator. Yeah, no. Um, so pumped for this. Yeah, it's mixed. People are some people are hyped and some people are just like, nah, I'm passing on it. It looks like Hitman. Hey, hey, pretty much, isn't that what we said? Isn't that what you said
Yep.
though, Jay?
So
Someone
this,
said it looks like Hitman.
when they find out it's using the same engine, it's gonna be funny as hell.
Oh snap! It's like Uncharted 4, but not Uncharted 4.
Exactly.
Yo, what the?
Exactly. They, like I said, they could have just made a Amazon series for young James Bond, and I would have been cool with that. But a whole fucking game, bro.
Someone responded says it. No, it's like Uncharted 4, but 100 times improved. How the fuck is it 100, bro? Okay, he said 1,000 times, but like whatever. Whatever. Oh, some
You
people
gotta
are.
love it. At the end of the day, you gotta love it. Like I said, enough people will be fooled by explosions and a few bullets being shot in a good spot that like, oh my god, that's the best game I've ever seen. Yeah, but I'm sorry. I know this is gonna
The
hurt people's
same month
feelings,
as
but
oh
that's a weak ass mind. It's a weak
oh
mindset, bro.
the same month as GTA 6. Do you want to lose money? Oh wait, it's on the same month as GTA 6. Yeah, you are dead.
Oh, it looks like Daredevil is gonna be joining Marvel Rivals. Oh shit, that's awesome.
Wait, so it's is it really coming out on the no, it's not.
It's coming out March of next year, 2026.
Yeah, that's GTA 6's month.
Oh no, I thought GTA 6 was July of next year.
Oh yeah, it did get moved, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, no man. It's still out of GTA's the window. Performance doesn't bother me. Wait, what? Performance doesn't bother me. So the game looks really good. I fear the release date is a little too close to GTA. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize. Yeah, I don't. I forgot GTA 6 was moved, but a lot of people don't know GTA 6 was moved. How the hell do you not mind performance, nigga? Oh wow, yeah,
K
I can see why
Impale
the
is
graphics.
fucking
No,
legendary,
know what?
bro.
Know what, Jay? Know what, Jay? I know why the graphics suck now. I know why the graphics suck so badly now. It's coming to the Switch too.
Huh?
It's coming to the Switch too.
It's coming to the Switch too.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Shinobi 602 brought this information.
Yeah, that's a definite skip. If you're on if you're on a PlayStation and you have brain, then skip this game.
Yeah.
Cause you're not
Yeah.
you look you're getting a half-ass
Yeah.
game anyway because
Yeah,
they have to put it over there. Yeah.
yeah, what the heck?
Let's go see Daredevil because it looks like they about to show off. They're gonna show off Daredevil for Marvel Rivals. Do a little bit of news and updates. Thank you guys for being here. I see it's 32 of y'all. We've been off schedule for a while, but don't worry, we back. We doing it. It looks like Daredevil is getting announced. I think it's Daredevil. Who is that chick? I don't know who she is. Who is she? Maybe that's an original character. Daredevil. Look at that dude. Oh, he looks so fucking cool. They definitely gotta give him his MCU outfit too. Look how fast he is. Bro, they gotta who else they gotta add now? They got Daredevil. I haven't been on this game since it fucking launched. I don't think Marvel Rivals.
Oh, they got him in there.
Said the man without fear. Fucking Daredevil. That'll be September 12th. I think it might be next week.
Oh yeah, James 007 is gonna sell regardless. Don't that's not the question. The question is that it's freaking looks bad though. It looks
Yeah, it
weak
looks
in the
outdated, bro. But I understand you putting it on the Switch, so you can't go all out even if you wanted to. But the saddest thing is that was running on PS5 or maybe a Pro.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Even if it is running on a PlayStation, it was probably made on from the Switch upwards. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So regardless of what the Switch can do, the PlayStation only can be upscaled only upscaled to only so much.
So now what? Like, do people just buy the game regardless or what? Because I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, I don't see a real reason for anybody to I
will only play it if it goes to Plus.
I will only play it if somebody pays me to play it. Like, I'm dead ass serious. I won't even touch it if it's on Plus. I don't see no value in wasting my time like that. I don't see no value in wasting my hard drive space like that either. Let's go check the polls real quick. It looks like the majority of people in the chat have rated that they're giving 007 or the State of Play a 7 out of 9. A 7 to a 9 out of 10. I feel like that's unusually high. So there were enough people on my YouTube channel that watched the State of Play and thought that that was good. And if that's good enough for you, man, I feel very bad for the future of the PlayStation community. Because you don't know what a banger looks like. You could be given any and everything. You guys got to get your eyes checked. For real.
I'm blind, so I can't help it. I can't help it.
I mean, you can tell a good game. You don't need to be able to see all of the details. You can see if that's a good game or not. Let me see what we got. I just want to see if we watch this. I want to make sure I watch this.
Oh, 6 playing Lost Soul aside. Oh, I'm not surprised. You'll get it regardless. I'll just upload a video of my boss fight.
I mean, I'm looking at everything that I was looking at before, and it still looks exactly the same. It doesn't look that much better from when it was streamed.
That was a long time ago. My guess.
You know, like, and that's the thing. It looks pretty fucking dated.
And since when do you trust Greenway?
Let me see if this if it looks any good. See if what Stick played looks any good.
That begs the question: did 009 pick Greenway out of good faith or bad blood?
Well, we're about to find out.
It's more of a fucking, like, I don't know. At this point in time, when the stream first started, after he gets out of the car, it was like Hitman. Then it was continued to be like Hitman. When he got back outside to the airport, then it turned into Uncharted. And then it continued to be like either Uncharted or Hitman. So I think that's where the inspiration's coming from.
Welcome to the Grand Carpathian. Parking is right up ahead. Mr. and Mrs. York, enjoy your stay.
Much obliged. Oh, they will.
Right. We're entering the premises. Team status?
Nash, delivery area.
I ain't gonna lie, this dragon does look cool though.
Sing, staff quarters.
Ronson, conference wing. Kingsley, first floor suites. Bond.
I feel like the techs have no hit. Have no hit behind them, bro. Like, damn, this. Yeah, this really doesn't look like it actually has any.
It just looks old. And I mean, again, I love the developers' attempt to force us to realize how weak the Switch 2 is, but look, I already know how weak it is. You don't have to keep reminding me. Like, you can start skipping that system again. Like, look at Battlefield and look at Grand Theft Auto. They're not even bothering putting their games on Switch 2. So, I'm good, man. You don't got to keep reminding me how shitty that system is. I mean, shit. They didn't put Helldivers on Switch yet. I really hope they do. It might underline how weak that system is. Performance will probably be all over the place.
Yeah, I'm watching its gameplay from of Lost Soul aside of boss fight, and it does not. The boss looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like it could be something that could be in freaking like Monster Hunter, like a boss, but like it just looks like The hits don't look like it actually has any impact whatsoever. You feel what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. So the Chronos game is coming out on Friday. That was another game people were hyping up. More so because it's a third-person shooter and it's dark and gritty, and the graphics are kind of like more realistic in that lighting format. But yeah, reviews are not so good. But we can go take a look at those reviews right now because they actually came out. But graphics do look good for, again, what they're doing with the art style. Again, it's a horror shooter, so it's gonna be dark and gritty. So that's just how it looks. But you know how people will look at that are like, oh my god, it's the best game ever. Well, actually, a lot of people did look at it like it was the best game ever. Now the reviews are dropping in. I'm not really hearing those same people hype it up. I gotta go take a look at the Metacritic. Also aside, reviews have started dipping in. It's sitting at a 62 right now.
Yeah, there's reasons that people are giving it low score. They're saying that the story doesn't make any sense. Like the story is disjointed and all that shit.
Of course. What do you expect? With a game made by one person, it was bound to be problems.
They said the performance is bad, and they also said the gameplay has issues. But you know, that's the things I've heard about it.
So
I ain't gonna lie though,
the Chronos game is sitting at a 79. Sitting at a 79.
I ain't gonna lie though, that
yeah.
boss does look good.
What boss? I'm not looking at what you're looking at.
No, it's yeah, the boss sequence 5. It's
for what
you
game?
upload a video for Lost Solar Side. It's like a dragon he was fighting.
It's a dragon. I saw a giant.
Yeah, it was
I saw one earlier. It was somebody was fighting a giant. All right.
He was fighting a dragon. Dragon looks cool. I ain't gonna lie.
So the Chronos game is sitting at a 79 on PlayStation 5. For PC, it's sitting at a 76. Xbox is to be determined with only 3 reviews, and Chronos is also coming to the Nintendo Switch 2, which is also to be determined, but doesn't have a single review score yet. Most of the reviews were done on the PlayStation 5 with 54 reviews. PC had 32 reviews, and Xbox has 3 reviews. Nintendo Switch 2 has 0. So yeah, that's where we're at with Chronos. Again, 79 for the PS5 version and 76 for the PC version. Xbox and Nintendo Switch 2 didn't have enough reviews to get a score. I guess it's solid. Maybe something I'll pick up later. I think it's like what, $60. So, I mean, people could have skipped. Lost Soul Aside and picked up Chronos. For some reason, I don't know. People didn't do that either.
You know what's funny, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
You still can pre-order or buy Trails in the Sky on PlayStation, but it's coming out on the 19th.
So weird. What's they
like
doing with that?
I have no idea. Like that's the shit that makes no sense.
I really do want to give them my money, but it's hard to do such a thing when they don't have the pre-orders up. Well, hopefully sometime next week.
You can. The funny thing is though, you can pre-order off Amazon, but you can't pre-order on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah, I mean that's physical, but yeah, you're right. You can pre-order off of Amazon, but I'm looking for digital right now. Let me see. Lost Soul Aside, both me and Jay can tell you the combat feels off. Yeah, the combat feels off. It felt off
Yeah,
so
I
much
was
I
no,
deleted
I
that
was
fucking
that,
demo. I
bro,
said, fuck
bro.
that.
I was watching it on sick, bro. It does feel like it has problems, but I tried the demo, and the demo is not that great great either. So I didn't see it as
Yeah,
a reason to
PlayStation is
use it again.
definitely not on the ball. I mean, they have autopilot success, but that's not earned success. You know, they earn that shit in different generations. This generation, not so much. They've been collecting a few amount of it, much more
Yeah, but
amount of
what,
L's than they normally do.
Jay? Curious about this. You might know more about this than I do. What's up with these Souls games like Hell is Us recommending you get a notepad to actually, so you can keep track of what you're doing in your game, bro? Like, that
They're trying to be innovative, and add a feature that they don't think that's in any other Souls game, so that they can stand out to the gamer, and so that the gamer can talk to their friends about how different it is. That's why.
that is the most stupidest shit I've
It's
ever
stupid,
seen.
but it works. You've seen how stupid gamers are. Yeah, they're pretty stupid. Like, no one did their research about Lost Suicide until the last few fucking weeks. Like, the
You need
game's
a
been in
notepad.
development for 10 years, and people are now just finding out, maybe I should skip on it. After 10 years of public development? Yeah. A lot of gamers, y'all don't use y'all brains, man. And that's why y'all about to lose a shitload of money being tricked into buying some games that you probably shouldn't buy. Call of Duty, example, comes out every year. Why are you buying it every year? You don't even know. You can't even tell me. You can't even fucking tell me. You can't even justify spending $70 on Call of Duty every fucking year.
Souls games are big boring. I'm done, y'all.
Yeah,
Hey,
I don't like I said,
I
it's
don't.
not every Souls game I'll pick up. So as far as in my bank, and also I'm including games with Souls elements, and that would be Demon Souls remake. Before that was Bloodborne, Demon Souls remake, Stellar Blade, which had some really good elements of Souls, Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor, Black Myth Wukong, and Liza P, which I can't wait to get into playing that because it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It felt real good, and I had to stop myself from playing the rest of the introduction because it just felt like I could lose myself playing that game because it felt so good. To play the game, the haptic feedbacks, the adaptive triggers, everything just felt really good. But I'm not, all the other ones that I didn't name, those are ones I'm like, man, I'm good, man. I'm not gonna buy like every single Souls type games. They're stressful. First of all, they're stressful, and they are pretty time consuming because you get punished for rushing through those games. You want to be patient. You want to move slower. You don't want to fall into traps. You don't want to get jumped by enemies. So, and I play those games at a much slower pace than most people because I'm aware of how the game is set up and how they want to fuck you over, So, yeah, I can't wait to play Liza P. Can't wait to get around to that. But yeah, guys, it is 4:20 p.m. My thoughts on the state of play: it was a waste of my time. I feel like it was a waste of your time. We look forward to state of plays as PlayStation gamers to see what Sony is working on with their first party studios. And we learned absolutely nothing today. What we saw was an outdated engine displaying a James Bond story. And that's, in my personal opinion, is not enough for me to sit up there and say, yeah, PlayStation, you did a good job today.
Yep, I agree.
I've already went on record over 20 times today, but I'll do it again. I will be skipping 007 First Light, and I'm not here to validate your purchase. If you want to pick the game up, go pick it up. I'm not going to stop you, but I'm also not going to tell you that this is something worthy of a day one purchase, because it's not. But it's getting skipped permanently. I currently see that 31% of people gave it the score of a 7 to a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, Jay said he's not fucking watching.
And then there was 28% people gave it a 10 out of 10. 20% of the people gave it a 4 to a 6 out of 10, and then another 22% of the people gave it a 1 to a 3 out of 10. So with that reading, you have less than 5 seconds to send the last batch of your votes, and I will end the poll, and I'll be saying my goodbyes on this stream, and we'll try to figure out what our next stream's going to be. I haven't done a Sunday show in a long time. I think we're due for one. Tomorrow's Thursday also, guys, so gaming news shouldn't be wrapped up yet. We still have gaming news. If there is something big enough, I'll be doing a stream after I get home from work around 4 p.m. Other than that, I might be doing a gaming stream because, again, I got to get back onto Cyberpunk and finish that up. I'm so close to... Well, I'm close to being finished almost all of the side quests, but after that, I'm just going to run through the story, the main story, because, like I said, I've done everything else. Stupid fucking dog. What are you barking at? We all good? Okay. I'm going to stop the voting, and we're going to leave it. Most of you guys think that the state of play was a 7 to a 9 out of 10. That's pretty fucking high. That is pretty fucking high. Big shout out to the 40 people that have voted on this stream's poll. Lorenzo said he gave it a 4. Yeah, a 7 to a 9 is way too fucking high. They they were able to really trick a lot of you guys.
Jay.
Yeah, what's up?
Big update from Frostbite.
Hold on. I'll read it. I got you. I'm gonna hook you up. I got you. Let me go see it. Let me go see what's going on. Let me see. Where did he put it at? Gaming news?
Rumors.
Oh, it's in the rumors. Okay, well, we need to talk about that being a rumor. Here's a rumor. Here's a rumor. And this is before we get up out of here. And you heard it here first from JayTechTV that was already saying they have until now to next motherfucking Tuesday for some information to come out for Wolverine. You heard it here first before we're reading this off. Big shout out to Frostbite Slash. And this is the report, an exclusive from Insider Gaming on Twitter, which says, and this is a rumor, Insomniac Games Wolverine is likely to be at PlayStation's next State of Play. Now, if it is at PlayStation's next State of Play, it needs to be the primary focus. However, if the next State of Play is the legendary State of Play of September, if you don't know what I mean by that, I guess we could continue the stream for another 8,000 hours. But the legendary State of Plays of September are the ones that include a lot of big news on the future of PlayStation. Because, again, September is basically towards the end of the year. So most of the games being shown off will be happening. They will be released the following year or even further in the future. Let me see. This is exciting. We fucking called it. I fucking called that shit. Fucking called that shit, bro.
Hey, shout out to Frostbite, bro. That nigga always comes
Shout out
through.
to Frostbite, the legend of all the fallen. Okay. Let's see. September state of play. So, most of the September state of plays are going to be like this one, but what we're looking for is this one. So 11 months ago, this state of play is one that Jeff Grubb is claiming that will be replicated this year. This state of play was the first state of play ever to be at the end of September and not at the beginning of September, falling outside of summer and being a state of play for fall. So because you guys know fall starts September 22nd, and it is currently September 3rd. So this is how this one looked, right? So it started out with Astrobot. They showed off a new update for that, new challenge modes. Then, the dude came out there and said thank you. They had some VR shit. What else? They had Hell Is Us. They showed that off. Metro VR. She came out and she was showing some River City. Was it the River City Girls?
First,
no, it was the
Radical
Ninja
Reptiles
Turtles
DLC,
Shredder
which
Revenge.
has Mondo Gecko and Mona Lisa as playable characters. And for no extra cost, a remixed in-game soundtrack featuring some amazing guest composers. Both of these updates arrive later today.
Yeah, I remember this because I still haven't watched the new Sonic movie. I need to watch that. Like, I might need to watch that tonight. So, again, you can see this was the Veilguard, what is it? Dragon Age Veilguard. It was a lot of stuff that they were showing. And this is the state of play that we're always waiting for. We're always waiting for these types of state of plays. Yeah, we're waiting for these types of state of play. And it ended, if I'm not mistaken, it ended with Ghost of Yotai, with a more extensive gameplay clip of, or reveal or announcement of Ghost of Yotai. So, if Wolverine is going to be shown off in a state of play similar to this, that's going to be good. But that is going to be at the very end of the month. I'll probably be home by then, and we'll be covering it.
First time in Bright Falls.
But if this rumor is to be true, coming from Frostbite,
research department set up.
If this rumor is to be true, I'm very excited. But I'm gonna go click on the link and see what we got. Well, I can't do that because Twitter started blocking links. Let me just go to the Twitter link and see what that's all about. Let me see. I'm gonna have to go to the link through. I gotta go through the link through the Discord on my phone because Twitter doesn't let me click through these links, man. It sucks. Do you let me go through? There you go. Okay, exclusive. Insomniac Games Wolverine is likely to be at PlayStation's next state of play. It's an exclusive, so why? According to sources who wish to remain anonymous, as they couldn't talk about the company's plans. PlayStation is currently planning its next State of Play event towards the end of September. Other sources reveal that Insomniac Games' Wolverine is almost certainly going to be at the event, as the production of its next trailer has now been completed. If the game doesn't appear at State of Play, then the trailer will undoubtedly be released in the next few months, with the Game Awards being the next likely candidate. Or they could go to the New York City Comic Con and release it there, but whatever. Insomniac Games' Wolverine faces some issues in development, we already know. At the time of writing, neither PlayStation nor Insomniac Game has revealed when Wolverine is set to be released, but fingers are crossed. An answer awaits us in the coming weeks. The game is currently slated to release exclusively on the PlayStation 5. As for whatever else is next at the State of Play event could feature remains to be seen, because you guys don't fucking know. It seems like a guesstimate here. And it looks like the person giving this information is kind of covering their ass, like, we don't know yet, and maybe it does. There's a lot. Look, man, they announced Wolverine 4 fucking years ago, right? 4 fucking years ago. Like, why am I hearing in this article? Oh, okay, it's gonna be shown at the end of this month for the second State of Play, but if it's not shown at State of Play, don't worry, it'll be shown at the Game Awards. If you're confident that it's going to be shown at the State of Play at the end of September, then why would you say maybe it's going to be shown at the Game Awards as well? That means you don't know. I'll patiently wait, because if there's anything new to show, they wouldn't wait until the end of September to make everybody get excited for the real important State of Play. They probably get us excited a little bit earlier than that. The good news is that the week of September 24th is towards the end of this month. And it's going to be roughly between Tuesday and Thursday, off the top of my head. But let me go check the calendar. Yeah, it is between Tuesday and Thursday because it's on a Wednesday. So the 24th this year, it falls on a Wednesday. It's not a Tuesday or Wednesday, but it is between the two. So we could quite possibly have our second State of Play between the days of September 23rd, which is a Tuesday, September 24th, which is a Wednesday, or September 25th, which is a Thursday. There doesn't seem to be any holidays that I see on my calendar for that week, so they're all clear, and it is the second to the last week of the month, so there's something else there. Let's see. Just making sure. There's nothing the week before that either. So once we finish this week, we'll be going into next week, which is the week of the 10th. So the official announcement of the next State of Play would probably happen the week before the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. So that will be the week of the 15 through the 19th of September. If they really want to get tricky, they could drop an announcement on Saturday and Sunday, which would be the 20th and 21st. But I think between the 15th and the 19th is safe. That'll be a week before the week of that rumored State of Play. But we'll see. Right now, we're just talking about people that are making rumors about shit. But we do know that they normally have one state of play in the month of September in the beginning, and last year was the first time they ever had a state of play at the end of the month. They could continue that pattern, or somebody could be making something up. Either way, we'll find out in the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
Okay. Well, big shout out to Frostbite. Also, shout out to Truity for giving me that information. We at this point in time, we just gotta wait. We got the info. Reading it kind of just gave me nothing. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, yeah, it's at the end of the month. But if he's like, well, if you don't see it at the end of the month, it could be at the Game Awards. It's like, goddamn.
It sounds like everything he's doing is just guesswork.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of guesswork. Yeah, we don't know if it came. I don't think it came from Jeff Grubb this time. But this person said he has a source that doesn't want to be named.
Well, it makes sense. It makes sense that he doesn't want to be named because, nigga, you don't want to be known to be the nigga that, again, got something leaked. And then, to be quite fair, the reason why, the PlayStation got hacked. So you don't want to be the one to be giving that information like that. So it makes sense, but, still.
You heard Beavers and Butthead are coming to Fortnite. Got announced 6 hours ago. It's official. They were just in Call of Duty.
I swear, Fortnite it's collecting everybody, bro. Like, nigga, we're gonna have like a whole squad, everything on planet Earth in this one game. At this point, they're just playing car collectors, nigga. Like, damn.
Yeah.
The developers are like, gotta catch them all.
That's illegal. Don't make that joke.
Oh shit. Oh well. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
And
The show was like, it was mid.
Yeah.
But it's somewhat what I expected.
It was way worse than mid, but
I've seen worse. Trust me, I've seen worse. Doesn't mean this wasn't bad, but I've seen worse. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. They want to launch in around the same time that Bethesda's launching Starfield, so it's gonna still be a pass for me.
Wow.
So I don't know why
really
they just
want to tell you don't hold hope for Starfield being a good game, even when it comes to PlayStation. But I don't want to take your hope away. I'd rather just wait a whole year to tell you I told you so again, because it gives me the strength of.
I know.
Because you know it's gonna fucking happen. But I do hope that you go pick that up for PlayStation when it releases, and hopefully you have a good fun time. But it's a No Man's Sky for me. I'm hoping to get back on No Man's Sky sometime next week so I can learn how to make ships. But I'm going to be researching some YouTube videos while I'm at work tomorrow, listening to some of those on a good walkthroughs on how to, do that.
You want to make an Xbox ship, right? Don't you?
No, I just want to make a ship. I'm not gonna do no Xbox ship. I'm just gonna make a ship. I think that the No Man's Sky has spoke for itself enough that I think that No Man's Sky has spoke for itself enough to let people know that it's a better experience. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. It's a better space experience. Yeah. Okay, man. Well, that's it for me, Truity. Chat, thank you guys for being here. Big shout out to you guys. I hope that you guys have a great evening, and I will see you guys on our next stream.